Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny, and this video right here is the monthly horoscope for Pisces. Sunny, seriously. For Pisces for the month of May 2019. Once again, it's for Pisces for May 2019. Hey Pisces, I hope everything is super cool. I hope you're having a wonderful day. These monthly horoscopes here, for those who are new to the channel, they tend to be a longer video, so just chill out. Enjoy the show, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, before we begin, there's a little business here on the channel. For those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up here in Canada, and if you want a personal reading, just check it out in the description box below. In addition to that, I have a workshop coming up, and it's all about understanding your rising sign. So you might be like, you know, Sonny, I'm a Pisces, but I'm kind of a workaholic. What's the deal with that? Or I'm not that dreamy and like a flake. Why you people keep on... I'm nothing like this. Well, maybe it's you have a different kind of your rising sign has a stronger energy than you particularly might realize. For everybody, it's a little different. For everybody, it's a little different, obviously. And if that's the case, maybe you're going like, you know, you want to know a little bit more about your rising sign. And if you do, we have a workshop on May 18th, Sunday, May 18th. It's noon Eastern time. And it's that's 9 a.m. Pacific. Most of the workshops here are noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific in North America. And there's more information about that in the description box below. And spots are limited, obviously. We do them on Google Hangouts. In addition to that, I have a Mother's Day special coming up right down here. And you can get your birth chart, your natal chart report, the interpretation. And it's only $30 from now until Mother's Day. Or you can get your progress chart report between now for only $30. You can get both of them for $50 if you like. It's important because did you know that your birth chart changes over time? Oh, Sonny, that's pretty nice. Like imagine this, for example. Say you were an introverted, let's just say you're an introverted type of Cancer for the first, 15, 20 years of your life, and then all of a sudden, so as a teenager you were quite introverted and nurturing, but in your 20s and in your mid-20s or early 30s, you became very playful and dramatic and flamboyant, and you wanted to get out and be the center of attention. In that situation, your chart progressed from a Cancer into a Leo. Or say you were a real nerdy Virgo as a teenager, and then in your 20s you became a real social kind of Libra. You progress through there, and it can progress more. And this is a great gift for a mom for Mother's Day, because mothers have, they tend to be more mature and they've gone through many changes in life. You've gone through many cycles in life, and so I've offered you progress chart reports for only $30, and it's on one of my websites as well, and there's a link in the description box below. And if you want to know what these reports look like, I put an example of Donald Trump's birth report up there, so you can see what that looks like, and then you can also see what his progressed report looks like, to see the type of person he was when he was born for the first bit of his life, and the type of person he's progressed into, and the type of person he's become right now. And there's a link to all of that in the description box below, and that's only until Mother's Day, and that's the special going on the channel. All right, Pisces, let's get down to it. And that's the action. I hope you have a super amazing month of May, but I don't think so. I think all hell is gonna break loose this summer, and I'm gonna show you why. There's some interesting stuff happening this month, but before we do that, let me just pull you one tarot card, because I know you guys like this tarot stuff. So I also teach the tarot as well, but this month is going to be an astrology lesson, astrology class, and it's on your rising sign. All right, the Hermit card. Virgo, you got the Hermit. Pisces, you got the Hermit card. This is all about figuring it out. So in the Hermit card, it's represented by the it's Virgo energy, and the Hebrew glyph is Yod, and it means Yod is like the hand of God or the finger of God, but it means by your own means, being able to do it yourself. So the Hermit card means it's time to take some time for yourself, Pisces. So that's the first thing. Hermit. Be a hermit. It means to quiet the outside voices. You don't really have to go live under a bridge. Just quiet the outside voices. Then there's always some kind of light in this card and some kind of staff. And the staff represents the fire that's burning within you. So you have to hermit up, take some time, quiet the voices, figure out what the fire that burns within you is, Pisces. And then you have to make a list, which is all about the Virgo energy. And then you have the hand of God, which is Yod in this situation, which is figure out a way or things that you can do to make it come true. So Pisces, in the month of May, I don't know what's going on with you or what's really happening. We'll look at the astrology in a second. But the Hermit card says you got to take some time for yourself, figure out what's going on, figure out what you want to do and and the things that you can do to make that happen. All right, everybody cool? I'm cool. All right, let's get down to it here. So here we go. Let's put Pisces on the ascendant. This is, I guess I could have done this before I started the video, but May 1st. We're in Libra. Oh man, we got all this way to go. Scorpio. It's going to be an interesting month. Well, I'll just tell you, let me show you where it is in your chart. So as the month begins, all right, we have May 2nd here. Okay, so as the month begins, we have, see all these little R's here? This big chunk, these 3 big planets are in retrograde motion. That means they're going that way. Now, what that means is, anytime something is retrograde, you should imply the word re. You're going to revisit, revise, restore. You're going to re something. You know, wherever it is, you're going to put a big reaction in it. And so, maybe a big reaction. But in this situation, for Pisces, and this is how the month is opening up, you're going to revisit themes about work, right? This is your daily work, right? Over here is your daily work, and up here, this is your career. So it is where you work, your very public life, your hopes, dreams, aspirations, and awards and friends, social networks. This is all going to be revisited right now. And so here, I have to put a little thing here, a little note here. So that's the deal, Pisces. You're revisiting all of this right now. But I'm not going to hang you out to dry because you're all different. You know, every Pisces is different. So there's something that's been happening since 2016. In the last month and a half, you would have resolved it, depending on when you're watching this video, right? There would have been some resolution. It might be in your social network. It might be with your friends. It might be a career thing. All the stuff I just said. And you would have been like, okay, whatever. And then you would have gone through it. Some of you would have been victorious. Some of you would have had big fights with social groups. You would have left friends behind. You would have left some dreams behind. You said, I really wanted to do this, but I can't do it, so F that. I'm going to do this instead. And many, many Pisces and many people are returning to home. This is the South Node, and this is a return to home. People want to go here, but they have to go here first. And I talk about this endlessly in other videos. So once again, stuff that's been happening since 2016, last month came to a head. And you're like, all right, done. But, for better or worse, whether it worked out for you or it didn't work out for you, the answer was right there. And then we moved on for a couple of weeks. And then Jupiter went retrograde. And you had to deal with Jupiter retrograde in your career, probably Pisces, or something you wanted to do very publicly. You were probably very popular, very public. Everybody was loving you. And then something happened and you're like, what the hell happened? I was really popular. How come I'm not popular anymore? And it's that kind. Don't worry, you're going to be popular again. But right now, you've got to fix something. And so that's your popularity started to wane. And then now, you're going to go back. This is going to make an aspect to all of this again. There's just 2 really difficult things. You're going to go back and try and clean up that thing that happened last month. You're like, shit, I didn't get that, but I really want it. This is in your astro sector of hopes, dreams, and aspirations. So maybe you're supposed to win an award and you didn't get it. But you're going to go back and say, hey man, I deserve this. And you're going to try and get it. Or you were supposed to get a promotion at work, and you're like, you know what, man, I want that. Or one of your friends, you were fighting with one of your friends, and then and you're like, well, you know what? I'm not going to put up with that. Or some group of people took advantage of you, or some kind of internet fight, or some kind of stupidness happened. You're like, you know what? I let that slide last month, but right now, I'm not letting it slide anymore. F them. This is my time, you know? It's time, Pisces, to stick up for yourself. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to go back, and you're going to put some major Pluto action on this. So something that was put to rest last month is definitely coming back this month. In addition to all of that, Saturn is going retrograde. And two things happen when Saturn goes retrograde. It's like the supply teacher is in, and when the supply teacher is there, everybody wants to play. You know, everybody's going to goof off, and they're going to take liberties. And this is important for what's going to happen in a couple of days. But for now, people are going to start to take liberties. They're going to start to goof off, and they're going to take chances. And you might not, so that's Saturn retrograde. The taskmaster, the teacher, the guy with the whip, he's not there. And when he's not there, goof-offs will goof off. So be prepared for people goofing off and people being a little loose and people cutting corners. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Saturn also takes away. So in your astro sector of hopes, dreams, aspirations, and friends, Saturn's going to go back and take things away. So if you had a recent job promotion, you might lose that promotion. You know, your company might restructure itself. Or if you had but it plays out in your, or something about a dream. If you had a raise at work, then or you received a lot of money, you might have to go back and say have to give some of it back. Or it might happen in your taxes as well. You might have done your taxes and you might have received some money, and then all of a sudden they want some of the money back. Just keep your eyes open for that kind of stuff. Also, social network, people you thought were your friends, Pisces, are going to turn out to not be friends. Expect some frenemy action to happen. So, but that's the negative side. On the positive side, it happens to other people too. So if you applied for a job and you didn't get the job, maybe that person who got chosen over you instead of you, maybe they lost the job. So you should go back and see if you can get it. So whatever it is. So right now, you're going to get a second chance. So if it's in love, Pisces, go back and check it out. Maybe the guy broke up with the girl. Maybe it didn't work out. Or maybe, whatever it is, the job didn't work out for the other people, or they made a mistake. Sometimes people make mistakes. So go back and check it out, and you're going to get a second chance in all of that. That's the big theme for this month. Second chance. It's loose, free. The rules are a little fuzzy right now, and everyone gets a second chance. All right, that's that action right there. That's a big deal. All right, the next thing, and that's how the month is going to open. Anything else happening with the month? All right, and that energy is going to come back on the 23rd. But let's worry about that a little later. Next up, let's pump it forward a couple of days, and I'll show you what's going on in a couple of days. All right, so then we have on May 4th, we're going to have a new moon. And this is a big deal here. There's a bunch of stuff happening at the beginning of the month. At the beginning of this month, all hell is going to break loose, and I'll show you what's up. And I'll leave this up for May 4th to represent a couple of days here. So first thing we have right before, on May 3rd-ish, we have Lilith moving into Pisces. Now Lilith is stuff, it's the black moon. So if you look at it, it's a cross between the moon and Venus, right? So, and it's the black moon. So it's it's what it's where you have eternal damnation. It's what you're damned if you don't do it, you're damned if you don't do it. It's like the moon. You want to do it, but it's where your heart is. You want to do a good job, but it's the black moon, so you're going to screw it up. Where to go, Pisces? Actually, it's for everybody. Once again, Lilith is where you have eternal damnation in your chart. It's where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And you're definitely gonna screw it up. It's like you're trying to cook something and you screw it up. You have all the intentions, good intentions. You want to do a good job, but you're gonna mess it up. And this is gonna happen in your personal appearance and something about you personally. Oh, great, Sonny, you're saying that I'm gonna be a major screw up and there's nothing I can do? Yes, I really am. But it's not. It's not really that. It's gonna be your visage. It's how you look. What do you mean I'm going to look like a screw-up, Sonny? Yes. No, I'm not. I'm saying you're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. It's not that cuckoo bananas. Just watch your words, right? Watch when you talk to people. Don't just pull, when all of this is going down, right? This is going to be painful. When all of this is going down, just pull the cactus out of your ass and try to not stink up the joint, and everything is going to be okay. Right? That's the big deal. So once again, the big deal is when all of this nonsense goes down, try not to try not to get all butthurt with everybody. When this goes down though, and when this happens here, this is like you're going to get a bad haircut and you're going to fix it and it's going to get worse. Or you're going to get a bad perm and it's going to get worse and worse. And you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And so it depends on what your rising sign is, where it really happens in your chart. For Aquarius, it's going to happen with money, right? That's a bad deal. For Capricorn, it's going to be about their transportation, right? For Sagittarius, it's about their home life. Or so they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. So you can imagine if a Sagittarius is going to move right now, Pisces, that's they're damned. For you, it's just a bad haircut. Pisces, very seriously this month though, you might get some pimples, you might get facial blemishes. Pisces, Gemini rising should be getting facial blemishes and pimples, and Pisces, you're gonna have a bad makeup job. You just be cool. You're gonna probably get headaches this month, and no matter what you do, you're damned if you do, damned. So just don't worry about it. It's kind of funny. Just roll with it. This is the bad stuff. This is how you look. So just shake it off. It's how you present yourself as well. So just watch your words. Just dress your best. Do your best, and it's going to be okay. Seriously, dress your best, do your best, it's going to be okay. The only thing that's really a problem is this appearance thing, how you look, in a funky state. It's going to compound this whole thing with your publicity, which is drying up. There was a time, for the longest time, for the last year, you were the golden child. No matter what you did, everything was cool. And now, you were popular, everything was cool. And now it probably feels like, damn, you can't catch a break. And that's just the way it is, Pisces. You got to roll with it. Anyways, as we cruise along for the rest of the month, something is going to... Okay, so that's the first thing. Lilith is moving on. The second thing is we have a new moon, and the new moon is going to be in the astro sector of your brothers and sisters. It's in communications. It's in transportation. So Pisces, you might get a new car this month. You might get a new cell phone this month. A new way of traveling somewhere, or you might get a breakthrough. You might start talking to one of your brothers and sisters. You might get a new cell phone. You might start studying a new program or a new course. And that's the deal. Communication, you might start doing a lot of new business. All right, Pisces, that's the action with that. Now, getting back to the funky stuff, the fun stuff. Right around this time, right? Once again, we're around the beginning, May 4th-ish. 3rd, 4th, beginning of the month, Jupiter is going to oppose Mars. And whenever Jupiter opposes Mars, we become very impulsive. We stick up for what we believe in, and we take risks and gamble. And for you, Pisces, you're going to take risks in your career. You're going to take risks in your career, and you're going to take risks in your home and family life. You're going to take a risk with your mom. You're going to gamble, which is fine. We're all going to be loose and free. So this month, Pisces, be very cool, because you might be moving. There might be a problem at home. There might be a major fight at home. You might take a gamble. You might sell your house. You very seriously, Pisces, might move. And, you should be very optimistic and absolutely stand up for what you believe in. So maybe someone's going to come over to your house, or maybe your mother is going to say something to you, and you're going to just say, F you, I'm done with it. I'm an adult. I'm done with it. I'm sticking up for what I believe in, and I'm going for it. And Pisces, you really should. Seriously. You really should go for it. And that's what's going on. And that's the big energy at the beginning of the month. So first, all of this is retrograde. So you're going to be revisiting careers, revisiting social things, clubs you used to belong to, friends you used to talk to, places you used to go, hopes, dreams, and aspirations that you used to hang with, new job offers, old job offers, that whole deal. Next, watch out for bad haircuts, watch out for pimples, watch out for headaches, and make sure you don't bump your nose on the wall, or make sure you don't chip a tooth. On top of that, something really serious is going to happen at home, or really serious is going to happen with your mom. You should have a fight at home, so watch out for it. And on top of that, new beginnings in computers and cell phones. Next, I know you want to find out about love and money, but we'll talk to you. Okay, so in addition to all of that, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Next, May 15th, up until May 15th. Okay, so watch this. We're talking about Venus now. Okay, so up until, so for the first half of the month, you are in a money cycle, Pisces. So money should be good for all things Pisces. That's a fish. Well, the bow tie fish. Okay, so money should be really good for Pisces up until May 15th. You got that, Pisces? Money should be really good. Money, really good. Okay, problems at home, definitely problems at home, but money is good. All the way up until May 15th. And let's shuffle it along. Let's shuffle this along until May 15th. It's not going to be that bad. The first half of the month, beginning the month, you're going to get a lot of WTF happening. But in the second half of the month, it's not going to be so bad. All right, so here we go. Oh man, these horoscopes take forever, man. Maybe like shrink them up for some of the other signs. All right. All right, so this, when's the, oh, May 18th is the full moon. So on May 15th, or 16th, you'll see that Venus, oh, son of a gun. Hold on, guys, chill out. Venus is going to move into Taurus, and Taurus represents a time when you really might get a new, you know, this month, Pisces, you really might get new cell phones or new cars or new computers, or a breakthrough in communication with your brothers and sisters, or you might have some kind of a lot of new business, maybe meeting a lot of new people one-on-one. If the social network thing is not working, you know, break it down to one-on-one. Get out there, work the phones, and go make some money. Pisces, it's time for you to make some money, so stop whining and complaining and stop being all, you know, fish out of water, and just go make some, just get back to work. All right, backing it up, here we go. On May 18th, we're going to have a full moon. And wherever the full moon is in your chart, that's where something is going to be exposed. And it just happens to be in Scorpio, so it should be an interesting full moon. So first up, Pisces, you're in a money cycle until May 15th, okay? Money is good until May 15th. And then it's all about cars, computers, and cell phones. If you're looking for love, Pisces, for the entire month, you should, like, the love should come, forget your friends, okay? There's not a friends into lovers transit. You're going to go back and revisit your friends and revisit social networks and revisit places you used to work and places where you used to study and places you used to hang out. And you might meet some old friends there, but more than likely, things are going to be taken away from you in that aspect of your life. So I wouldn't look for love there, but love is definitely going to happen through your brothers or sisters. So keep your eyes open for that. And if you don't have any brothers or sisters, you know, people who are like your brothers and sisters, and just put the word out. If you're looking for love, put the word out, and there's a good chance love is going to find you. This should be an okay month. An okay month for love. Not an amazing one, an okay month. But it's a very good month for money. Now, in the first half, you were going to have home problems. In the second half, you're going to have problems with children. So if you have kids or if you work with kids, from May 18th, right? May 18th onwards, you're going to be fighting with kids, Pisces. So like, I don't know what the hell, man, why you want to fight with the kids, but that's what's going to happen. You're also going to be putting a lot of energy into a creative project. On top of all of that, this full moon is going to absolutely, majorly highlight your astro sector of distance travel. So things at a distance, higher learning, education. Maybe you're going to go on a vacation. Maybe someone you know from a different culture you're going to find out they have a crush on you. Maybe again you're going to go back to school. That's the action. That's where the full moon is going to highlight, and that's what you have to keep your eyes open for. Does any of that make sense, guys? So once again, money really good for pretty much the entire month. Love is pretty good for the first half. Second half, it's okay. You're going to be fighting with kids. Definitely you're going to be fighting with kids. And, you know, like maybe you're at the mall and some kids come riding skateboards and they're like, ah! Okay, like, I don't know, man. I don't know where you live. I don't know what you do. But that's the kind of action that's happening. This full moon isn't really going to be that big of a deal. Stuff getting exposed about your at a distance or higher learning. You know, just watch out Facebook. Watch out for Twitter. Watch out for people being nasty with you. Someone you thought had your back is not going to have your back. Don't worry about it. All of this stuff, all of the stuff that was really good for you is going to be better at the end of the summer. You just have a couple of months of real painful stupidness that you have to go through. So it's a really good time for Pisces to work on yourself. You know, get yourself going, do your thing, you know, go be healthy, go be happy, and everything is going to be cool. Finally, on the 21st, what else do we have here? On the 21st, so that's the deal. The full moon is up here. You're not going to be overly exposed during the full moon unless you're dating someone from far away or you're planning to take a trip and you're hiding it from people. You know, you're going to hear news from a distance. That's for sure, Pisces. And that's the deal. You're going to be, you know, romance is okay. Friends, communication is really good. Speak your mind in the second half because people are listening. But dating is actually, you know, I would say, to be honest, I would say money, really good. I'd say romance is, you know, I would take it or leave romance this month, Pisces. I know Pisces is looking for love, but that's what I'm saying. And finally, the new sun is going to enter into Gemini, and so the emphasis is going to be on your home and family. So, Pisces, the energy for the month is this. You've got like all this holy moly stuff, you know, revisiting stuff in your social network and your hopes, dreams, aspirations once again, and publicly. Like, and it's going to be all, you know, the holy F for the entire summer. So you just got to deal with it. And down here, you might very seriously be moving, you know, in the first half of the month, second half. Then the spotlight is going to shift to there. So, like, you just do what you got to do. You know, just seriously. The first half of the month is money. Second half is new business. Money, then new business. You know, new business means work the phones, get the gig. You know, and there's a high possibility you'll get a job offer. On top of all of that, keep your eyes open for lovers from the past returning, friends from the past returning, and just watch out for bad haircuts. And that's pretty much the action for the month of. That's pretty much the action for the month of May. This whole thing right here, this is going to take up so much nonsense in the news that you're not even going to, you know, you're going to see it all over the place. At the beginning of the month, there's going to be violence everywhere at the beginning of the month. So just watch out. And it's going to be big violence, big people putting a lot of energy, Mars, you know, fighting energy into Jupiter stuff, which is going back, you know. They're going to fight about things from the past. It's really going to be an interesting month. So stay out of trouble, Pisces. Seriously, stay out of trouble. All right, what else do you guys need to know to make it through the month? On top of all of that, for those who don't know, this is the Astro-Side.com. This is our store here on the SunnySide. If you want to help support the channel, obviously you can donate using the PayPal box and the PayPal in the description box below. But you can also go to the Astro-Side and pick up one of our super cool SunnySide hoodies or cool leggings or t-shirts for adults and kids, or one of the super cool SunnySide mugs. And I have a bunch of these shirts. I really like them. This is our Pisces meme shirt. I really am psychic. Whoop whoop. It's really cute. Anyways, SLC, my sexy little crab. My wife made all these. She designed all of this stuff for us. So if you want to support the channel, head to the astroside.com. There's a link in the description box below. And finally, once again, Once again, we have a workshop coming up. If you want to know more about your rising sign, just check it out in the description box below. You can email me at readswithsunny@gmail.com. And if you want to take part in the Mother's Day special, just check it out in the description box below. It's a good deal for your astrology report, or your natal chart report, or your progress chart report. But if you don't believe me, just go check the link out in the description box below, and you'll see examples of Donald Trump's natal report and his progress report. And that's the action, guys, from TheSunnySide.net. Oh, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up, unless you're an asshole, and give it a thumbs down. And that's the action from TheSunnySide.net. I'm Sonny, wishing all Pisces the absolute best of a super, 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 super beautiful month of May. And remember, for some people, it's going to be negative. But for some, but you could always use that to your advantage. Go back, ask again. Pisces, money should be good. You might be moving and there might be fights with your mom, okay, whatever. But money should be good, and you can stay away from all the fighting. And if you didn't get something that you thought was you deserved last month, go back and ask again. That's what's going to happen. Go back, ask again. After the 15th, your words are going to be golden. If you just ask for something, you'll get it. Go back, do it again. If you broke up in a relationship, you're like, what the fuck? Go back and check it out again. And if you were like, didn't get a job, go back. What the fuck? Go do it again. That's the action, Pisces. Make it work. From TheSunnySide.net, oh, and the Hermit. Figure it out. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing all Pisces the absolute best, super beautiful month of May. And I'll see you guys soon.